Today we're going to be doing a preventative maintenance on this under-counter Ice-O-Matic ice machine. It's a GEMU090. As you can see, the time to clean light is on. You have the clean reset button, but we don't really want to press that just yet. We're going to take this top panel off. There are two screws on the back side. This lifts up, slides back a little bit, and moves right out of the way. I didn't say it earlier, but I did hit the power button to turn off the ice making so the machine doesn't click on when we're in the middle of our process. Top panel is removed. We're also going to remove the cover to our water reservoir. And we are going to lift this to the up position so that oh man, don't do that. Let me put this back in there, but we want to lift it to the up position so that no more water flows into the water reservoir. Hopefully this thing doesn't break. Like I was saying, that goes to the up position to keep new water from flowing into the water trough. Don't pull up on it so hard that it pops off. We're also going to take out these thumb screws here and here, and then this panel will come out. It's kind of tricky to get back in. So if you remember how you took it out, that's the easiest way to remember how to put it back. I think this comes out of the way. That comes up. And then you might have to take these brackets out of the way to pull it out. I thought that I had pulled it out relatively easy last time I was here, but I might be wrong. Now that those two brackets are taken out, this will come right up and out of there. That just gives you more room to clean everything. There is a drain plug right underneath here, and that will allow all the water to flow out, and that's the reason why we lifted that up. And what we're going to do is we're going to take some, now that we took the plug out, we're going to use some warm water or hot water, and we're going to melt all the ice out of this evaporator so that we can add our cleaner, and then we can start our clean button. I put the plug back in. Now I'm just going to fill that up with hot water. It'll raise the water level to this level in here, and that'll help warm up and melt off all the ice. You could also get a smaller water pitcher and pour it directly into the top of the evaporator. But the goal is to just have all the ice melted off of the evaporator before we add our cleaner. The instructions say to use Clear 1 ice machine cleaner, which that's what that looks like. But we're going to be using Manitowoc ice machine descaler. The most important thing is that it's food safe and nickel safe. It says to use about 2.5 ounces. I've drained all my water out of the water reservoir. The water reservoir and the evaporator together only hold about 16 ounces altogether. So I have, slightly more than I need, but altogether this is almost 16 ounces of warm water and ice machine cleaner / descaler. I'm just going to add it directly to the reservoir, and then it's going to overflow just a tiny bit. That is all you need to do for adding the cleaner. To start clean, you're actually going to press and hold the clean reset button and the power button at the same time for 5 seconds. 2, 3, 4, 5. So now that's blinking. That means that the auger is going to be turning, and I think there's a time. The auger motor alone will operate for 10 minutes. After that, the compressor will start, and then 5 to 8 minutes later, the machine will start making ice with the cleaner, and then we'll make sure we clean out the cleaner afterwards. But for right now, while that's running, I'm gonna empty out all the ice, clean the storage bin out, and open up the bottom to check the condenser. Cleared out all my ice. To access the condenser, you're gonna take off screw there, screw there. Looking at the condenser, it's really clean. There's not any lint or dust on those coils. So we're not really gonna do all that much to it, but inspecting it is important. If it were covered in lint and dust, dirt, debris, hair, whatever, you would want to use a soft bristle brush and brush it up and down, and then maybe some compressed air and blow all the dust out of there. But this one looks really good, so we're just going to go ahead and put this back on there exactly the way we took it off. If this machine were in really bad condition, I would wait for the entire clean process to be over, take off this hose, probably take out this water trough, take out this overflow hose, as well as the drain hose down there. But it's in really good condition. So I'm gonna do a basic exterior cleaning, probably clean the edge of this. I'll make sure I take my water probes out and clean those. As for everything else, because it's in such good condition, I'm not gonna worry about it. I will be spraying this area with some Ice Machine sanitizer that I'll also link for you below. And then I'm gonna scrub and rinse it out. And I'm gonna start cleaning these parts here and putting it back together as well. Like I said earlier, after the auger spins by itself for about 10 minutes, the compressor starts and you start to make ice with a descaler. That pushes all the scale up and out. I put the ice chute and I forget what that thing is called, but I put those things back on there so it'll help push the cleaner ice into the bin, so I can just rinse it down the drain with some warm water. I also press this down so that this will fill up with fresh water. After about another 10 minutes of ice making, it'll shut off and this should go from on to off. I'm still cleaning the bin, still cleaning parts. I have this machine all put back together. It's very important back behind there where the water flow is to check your water level sensors. They just pull up and out and just more or less wipe them off. This thing is still in clean mode. Both these lights will be on. From the start of clean to the end, it's 40 minutes. When clean is done, both of these lights will shut off, and then you're just gonna hit the power button. The making ice light will come on, that one will stay off, and this thing will start making ice, and it'll kind of seem exactly the same as it is now. The only difference is the lights will show differently. So that's pretty much how to do a preventive maintenance on these GEM Ice-O-Matic under-counter ice machines. How dirty your machine is will determine how in-depth the cleaning process is. This one was pretty clean, so we're just doing more of a preventative maintenance opposed to like a full disassembly, scrub everything down. I encourage you to check out Ice Machine 411. There's tons of videos on there for troubleshooting, cleaning, servicing, various makes and models of ice machine. We'll see you guys on the next one.